Alright everybody, we're back at the greenhouse. So we're going to start working on finishing up this back wall. Let's get started. Alrighty, so we finally got the greenhouse closed in and the garden is closed in. So got a couple things. I have to get some gates put up so I can start composting inside the garden, because when I try to compost, the dogs go in there and start digging in it. So I got to get some gates put up, and the only thing left for the greenhouse is I'm going to fill the raised beds with some good topsoil, and I'm going to put some wood chips all around it on the walkways. And then I got to order some clear vinyl, some clear tarp to cover it with, so that way it'll be good to go for when the weather starts getting cool again. So I got a handful of months before I need to worry about that. So we're getting there. I think next I'm gonna I gotta move some logs, and I was gonna make some raised beds like this over by the greenhouse, but I think instead that I have another small greenhouse that I use for seeding. I think I'm just gonna put some logs on the ground and just I guess make borders out of some logs and just fill those in, so that way there'll be defined areas, and I don't need to make them very tall or anything. So that's going to be wildflowers and herbs and just things that grow naturally. I know we have a bunch of evening primrose out here that I grow and use. I plant some hibiscus We got a goldenrod, things like that, and then some other I guess medicinals and whatnot to plant in there. So that's the game plan with those. So we're going to move on to that direction. So this is, I like using this. I call it a claw hoe. I don't know. So just a 4-prong rake, a small garden rake. But it does a really good job. Instead of using a hoe, like if I'm just scooping out flat dirt and stuff, a hoe's good. But if I'm trying to like get up grass and weeds and stuff, this works really, really good because it's easy to penetrate in the soil, and then it gets up under stuff and pulls it out well. This was my grandmother's, and the handle, I still have the handle. It was so worn thin that it started cracking when I used it, so I just took it off and put a new handle on it and scraped all the varnish or all the urethane off of it, the poly. And I really like this tool, but I still have the handle. I have it up in the cabin. It's just something to me that it was worn by the hands of my grandmother who used it a lot. So it actually means a lot to me, the old handle. I have a bigger log that I want to put here. This top part here has a little more slope. That's why I wanted to put like a skinny log on the high side, a thicker log on the bottom side to try to level it out a little bit. Well, I was going to stop it right here, but I think I'm just going to cut it along, keep going. Alright, so we have our little beds outlined, so I think we're good. The rest of this, once I get my dirt in, I'm going to put my cardboard down and then fill it with dirt. Then I'll start transplanting. I think I'm going to transplant my these primrose over into the end bed and leave the dandelions in this bed, and maybe I think I have some dandelion seed I'll plant in there as well. So alright, I have a little oak tree right behind me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it down. I like the little tree, it's a pretty tree, but the bigger it gets, the more it's gonna grow out into the garden and shade the garden. So I don't want that. I do have a small pot of Catalpa trees. They're about yay tall right now. And I think I'm going to drill some spots, and I think it's 4 or 5 Catalpa trees I'm going to plant along. So we'll have some trees grow up there. Catalpas lose all their leaves in the winter time. A lot of people would just take and cut them back to where they're just kind of stumps, and then when they grow to like a big bush. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I'm going to let them grow and see how they grow. But anyhow, I'm going to plant those down a little bit further, and I don't think they will get as broad and shade the garden like the oak tree does. So we're going to get those put down there. Alrighty, well, today is done. We got the Catalpa trees planted. I guess that's what they're called. I have to look the proper name up. They attract a worm that we call a Catalpa worm. So we call them Catalpa trees or Catalpa worm trees. But anyhow, we got those planted in, and we got the beds done up. They're boxed in. I have some cardboard laid out on the bare spots. I got the sprinkler going, wetting it down, and to get it set in place. And also just, we need rain bad. We haven't had a good rain in a long time. So just watering some other stuff that we had planted by the garden. But anyhow, that's it for today. Thank y'all for watching, and one day we will get there.